aking pong kapatid na si Vilma ay she's a woman of several nicknames. When she was just a little kid, many of you knew na ang kanyang palayaw ay Maeng. Okay, so that was nung siya'y lumalaki, ang kanyang pangalan ay Maeng. And do you know her as Maeng o May na? May, okay. So, yung mga mas bata pa, yun ang kanyang unang palayaw. Nung siya'y nagdalaga, ay nag-decide siya medyo i-modernize ng konti ang kanyang palayaw, naging May na lang. Okay, pinaigsi niya. At when she matured, nung naglingkod na siya dito sa simbahan ito, ay she decided to make it even simple, and it just became V. At marami sa inyo na nakakilala na siya si Ate V. But here's the funny thing. Whether we call her Maeng or we call her May or V, we always get the same person. At maaaring umikli ang kanyang pangalan, ngunit nanatiling ganun pa rin kalaki ang kanyang puso. At para po sa akin, ang aking kapatid na si Vilma ay isang shining light sa aming buhay. Gayon din po sa ibang bahagi ng buhay niya, katulad po ng pag-volunteer niya dito sa simbahan na ito. At is very evident in everything that she did. At alam po natin na nobody is perfect. At kaya po, as we gather here today, let us remember the beautiful moments that na-share natin sa kanya at kung ano po naging impact nun sa ating buhay. At i-celebrate po natin yung bonds na nag-connect sa ating lahat. At and as we proceed sa ating programa ngayong hapon, ay buksan po natin ating puso at ang ating isipan sa blessing ni Lord na naghihintay sa atin. At may this gathering be filled with joy, be filled with laughter, at saka meaningful connection. Yung mga iba rito ay matagal ko nang hindi nakikita, katulad ng aking pinsan si Danny. Ito ang aking kapitbahay na napakalapit, at it's so good to see people. At salamat po for being here, and gawin po natin ang araw na ito na unforgettable time to remember si Vilma. Okay po? Play an significant role sa buhay ni Nigel. At especially when family members weren't able to be with Nigel, Vilma stepped up the plate and dedicated herself to helping Nigel to be the fine man that he is today. She gave her love and provided guidance in the way that she knows how. I'm not here to judge how somebody should raise a kid or a child. All I can say is, from my perspective, sa aking pananaw po, I see her legacy in Nigel's character. Nigel has grown to be a responsible person, a loving father and a husband who loves his aunt, and was there for her when most of the family members is living far away. Napakahirap kasi nung malayo sa pamilya, lalong-lalo na pag nagkasakit ang isang tao, I'm glad, Nigel, that you were there for her. Dahil alam ko na close kayong dalawa. Nigel is happily married to his lovely wife, whom I know very well. I hung out with her the last couple of days, and it was a pleasure to know you. At katulad ng sabi ko, kilala ko na siya ngayon. Ano na nga pangalan mo? I'm just kidding. Hindi kita maaaring makalimutan. At ano ba yung spelling ng pangalan mo? Double S ba yun o single S? I know, I was just kidding. I just needed that emotional break. They have two beautiful children, and Nate and Naya. And to me, seeing Nate and Naya here today, especially during the past couple of days, the most difficult time of my life, is a true breath of fresh air for me. Naya in nature presence is very comforting to me, and it reminded me that even after the veil of sadness eventually lifts, there is a promise of joy waiting for us. And these two kids symbolizes that for me, and it helps me sa aking healing process. It helped me cope. So, everyone, I'd like you to please give a warm welcome to Nigel.
Salamat po dito sa napaka-magandang introduction. So, yun nga po, ako yung pamangkin ni... So, napansin niyo po kanina sinabi ni Tito Edgar na madaming nickname si Tita. Pero ako, isa lang kasi talaga tawag ko siya. Tita. So, bakit nga? Kasi, alam niyo naman po ba pag tinatawag mo yung magulang mo, hindi niyo naman siya tinatawag ng first name basis. Ang tawag ko dati sa kanya, Tita, kasi parang yun na yung nanay. Yung nanay para sa kanya. So, pinalaki ako yung Tita, tsaka ng lolo ko, si Tata. So, kasi nga, dahil sa mga circumstance ko sa buhay, so, siya yung nagpalaki sa akin. So, napakalaking utang na loob talaga sa akin, Tata, sa akin. Kasi ang dami nilang natutulong sa akin. Turuan nila ako ano yung buting tao. Tsaka, yung sakripisyo nila. Pasensya doon na. Pero yung sakripisyo yung natutunan ko sa kanila. Kasi kahit anong adversity na meron sa kanila, nakikita ko na gumagawa sila ng paraan. Para lang maging masaya. Maging masaya yung buhay na. Kumaki ako, makaya ako sa para ako ba. Sobrang na-appreciate ko talaga. Kahit medyo strict si Tita, yung ibang mo dyan alam mo na medyo strict sa akin si Tita. Kasi yun nga, ilalagaan lang ako. Pero, yun nga po, naintindihan ko naman yun. And medyo bilib rin ako kay Tita kasi gawin na meron siyang kapansanan, nagagawa niya pa rin yung nagagawa ng isang nanay sa kanya. Kahit wala siyang anak, wala siyang asawa. Napapakita niya pa rin yung pagmamahal niya ng isang ina. So, dahil doon, sobrang thankful talaga ako. Kahit may mga times na, syempre, may mga higwaan. Pero normal naman yun sa akin. Hindi ko pa rin nakakalimutan yung lahat ng sakripisyo, lahat ng ginagawa niya para sa akin. Example lang po dyan yung nagkaanak ko. Kambal po kasi yung anak ko, si Nathan Daya. Nung nalaman niya na nagkaroon ako ng kambal, tuwang-tuwa siya. Tapos, hindi naman ho ako nag-offer na, kasi normal naman po yung sa pamilya na hingi ka ng tulong sa magulang mo kung kailangan mo ng tulong sa pag-aalaga ng bahay. Si tita, siya na nag-offer talaga na tumulong para alagaan yung mga anak ng newborn. Kasi nagkakabinay pa po kami. And kaming dalawa lang po. Meron kaming yaya, pero sabi niya, maganda pa rin na may mag-anak talaga na tumulong. That moment, pagkalabas ng kambal, nandun siya sa ospital. Imagine mo nun, doon na siya, nakaready na siya. Yung sakripisyo na yun, handa niyang gawin para sa akin, para sa pamilya. Sobrang appreciated. Iniwan niya yung mga, may trabaho siya doon, iniwan niya yun para sa akin. Pati yung obligasyon niya sa parokya, hindi ko po alam kung active pa siya doon, pero meron siyang nagpo-contribute naman mo sa parish. Tumulong pa rin siya sa akin. So, sobrang thank you, tita, sa mga reputation mo sa akin. At saka sa pagmamahal mo sa kamwa. So, siya yung nag-alaga doon. Yung time na nandun siya sa akin, kitang-kita ko na masaya siya. Sobrang masaya. Hindi pa namin alam na may sakit siya yung mga panahon na yun. Pero, nung kumasabi, yung time na kasama ko siya, nung kasama niya yung kambal, nung maliit pa, doon kong kitang-kita na precious sa kanya yung kambal. Mahal na mahal niya. Nakita ko na masaya siya nung kasama yung kambal. Kaya, pag-alala na tita, hindi ko papabayaan yung ano. Kahit yung turo mo sa amin, yung tatay, na lahat gagawin mo para sa Panginoon. Gusto ko rin po pasalamatan si Tito rin sa mga ginawa niya para kay tita. Mga tulong na binigay niya sa akin. Lalo na walang-wala talaga si tita noong mga panahon na yun. Siya yung nagkasakit. Diyan po ang mami ko at si Tito Ed para handang tumulong para sa kanya. Medyo malaking sakripisyo, pero sobrang appreciated talaga. And alam kong kahit wala na siya, sana hindi niyo pa rin makalimutan yung masayang version ni tita na nandito pa siya. Hindi yung nangingalaban siya. Sana hindi niyo makalimutan yung mga memories niyo. Yung bata pa kayo, na masaya kayo. At kung nandito pa kayo, na yung mga bonding na magkakapatid. Sana yun yung ma-retain nyo sa memories. And ako, yun yung gusto kong mangyari. Aalalahanin ko si tita bilang isang puting ina sa akin. At isang pagmahal na ina at lola sa aking mga sa aming mga anak. And yun nga po. Sana po, maalala na rin po si tita bilang isang mabuting tao at matulungin at matapang na tao. Dahil sa lahat po ng mga nangyari sa kanya, umabang pa rin po talaga siya. Pero yun nga, sabi ni God, may time talaga tayo. And yun po, mabuti na rin po na nasa pamilya po niya si tatay at saka si Lord. At least na po siya. So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat po ulit sa pagpunta at sana po ay celebrate natin yung kanyang pagpunta sa langit at pagpunta kay Lord para magiging at least na po tayo. Maraming salamat.
Naalala ko nga during the time na bata si Nigel at kasama niya yung aking panganay na anak si Andrew. At magkasama sila dalawa, magkalaro sila, inaalagaan sila. ni Vilma. It was a time of happiness. It was a time of joy, a time of a lot of good memory, and something that I will always keep in my heart. Thank you, Nay. Magsasalita at susunod po magsasalita is somebody who knew Vilma on a truly intimate level. She's not just Vilma's sister-in-law, but also my beautiful wife of 40 years. 40 years. Siguro po nagtatanong kayo, bakit 40 years? Samantalang si Edgar ay mukhang 45 years old lang. Kasi po, ang nangyari, nung pinagbubuntis pa lang po si Janet, ay nagkasundo na kaming magulang na kami dalawa magkakatuloy. Binilang na po namin yon yung taon na yun. So, katulad po ng aking kapatid na si Vilma, ang aking mahal na asawa ay marami ding palayaw. At some of you ay, ang tawag sa kanya ay baby, di ba? Sino sa inyo ang nakakakilala sa kanya bilang baby? Okay, marami rin, ano? At sometimes pinapaigsiin na lang nila, sinasabi nila, be. Okay, si Pupoy sinasabi niya, ate be, automatic na yan. Di ba, boy? Yung iba naman, including myself, ang tawag sa kanya Janet. Okay? So, Janet ang kanyang pangalan, samantalang ang kanyang legal name po ay Crisanta. Ngayon, kung isipin nyo bakit nagkaganon, nagsimula sa Crisanta, napunta sa Janet, napunta sa baby, mahaba ang gusto sa yun, siguro sa ibang araw na natin pag-uusapan yun. Gusto ko lang pong linawin sa inyong lahat na si Crisanta, si Janet, at saka si baby ay isang babae lang po yun. At hindi po ako nagpalit ng asawa. Okay po? So, before we move on, gusto kong sabihin na bago kami umalis, si Janet at saka yung aming mga anak, they just live next door kay Vilma. Magkapitbahay na sila. And this unique closeness allowed Janet to experience Vilma's life, her warmth, and her spirit, and her love and dedication to Nigel at sa aming tatlong anak na lalaki. Kasi yun, kapag wala kang sariling anak, minsan yun ang kaligayahan mo yung mga pamangkin mo, di ba? And she was just more than a family. She was a true neighbor and a friend. Palakpakan po natin ang aking pinakamamahal na may bahay. O, yung lakas naman.
Si Tita Ganda ay she holds the highest
role
sa Paris Council as the president of the Paris Council. Parang I admire her. Parang naging inspiration ko siya kasi she reached the, sabi na rin nanay ko in spite of her disability, she has the courage to read the gospel, the Bible reading. She does that, and I don't have. Sabi nga nete, if she can do it, you can also do it. So I admire her for that. Tapos another thing that I admire from her is, in spite of her disability, hindi naging hadlang yun for her to achieve her dream to become a doctor. She's a doctor of dentistry. And she became a dentist, and she practiced a dentist. So, sa kanilang tatlo, actually, she has the highest designation. In spite of her disability, hindi na yan lang sa kanya yun para maabot niya yung pangarap niya, yung gusto niya. And we are proud of her. hard for her nung nag-aaral pa siya. Pero tinapos niya yun. Nung last Mother's Day, pinadala niya ako ng Mother's Day prayer. And I sent it back to her. Sabi niya, I'm not a mother. Sabi ko, you may not be a mother. Hindi ka man nagluwal ng anak, but you deserve to be called mother. Kasi you raised myself to be a fine young man, a responsible man, and so is Andrew. Andrew is a very loving, a very responsible young man as well. So gusto ko pasalamatan si Tita Ganda for her inspiration for me to serve and do good. Tapos yung tatlong bata, yung tatlong anak, they also send their tribute to their Tita Ganda. Si Andrew, yung eldest son ko, he's 11 years old when we left the country. So, nung umalis kami, pumunta kami ng Saudi, Tita took care of her with my cousin Emily. And this is what Andrew said. Tita, thank you for the love and care and guidance she gave me growing up. When my parents were abroad, you stepped in and made sure I was supported and cared for in every way. Your strength and patience will always stay with me. And I'll never forget the difference you made in my life. You were truly a special person, and you will always be remembered. Thank you for everything. I will miss you and deeply love you always. Rest in peace, Tita. And from my middle son, Ian, who looks like her Tita Ganda, including her attitude and her color, he always asks me why my color is dark compared to my two brothers whose skin tone is white. I said, you look like your Tita, exactly like Tita. And this is what he said. Tita Vilma, you have a beautiful way of showing love, always reaching out, checking in, and reminding me I was cared for. Her simple messages of I love you meant more than words can say. She was a quiet, steady presence in my life. And her warmth will stay with me always. I will miss you deeply. I will miss her deeply. But I will carry her love with me in memory and in how I show up for others. May she now be at peace. My third son, John, called me this morning and he was crying. And he sent this message to my Tita Vilma, who was taken so soon. Despite not having you in my life growing up, I love you dearly. Your loving memory will remain in my heart until we are united again. May your soul rest in peace, and may the Lord guide you with his arms. And he gave this passage from John 14, verse 1 to 3. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. I am going there to prepare a place for you. Thank you, and my God be praised. And from my sister-in-law Lisa, we're not able to be here with us today. She sent this message as well. There are only 2 words I wanted to say to you. Thank you and I'm sorry. Thank you for being my sister. Thank you for raising Nigel. Thank you for taking care of Tatay. Thank you for being there for Nanay. Thank you. I'm sorry for leaving home for Israel, which you knew was not my choice. I'm sorry that you were left to care for Tatay and eventually Nigel. I'm sorry for your illness. I'm sorry for your heartbreaks. I'm sorry for your pain. I'm sorry for your sufferings. But most of all, I am so sorry for not being there when you needed me the most. To hold you, to hold your hand, to comfort you, to whisper to you not to be afraid. I'm sorry and I hope you forgive me. My heart tells me you are no longer in pain. No more sufferings. But my heart also tells me no more chats and no more video calls. I will miss our everyday chats and video calls. I will miss you every day. You are in my heart, sisters forever in life and in death. I hope you know that you are very much loved. May you find peace, our dearest Tita. Thank you.
As I stand here before you guys, that I'm filled with mixed emotions. Sadness for the loss that we all feel, but also gratitude, a sense of gratitude for the beautiful memories that we shared. Vilma and I shared a bond that was more than sibling love. It was a deep friendship that is built on trust and respect. Our relationship is one that is filled with laughter and countless shared experiences. Growing up, we were very, very close. And we passed through ups and downs in our lives together, always finding comfort in each other's presence. Vilma was not just my sister, but she's a close friend, and he is my unwavering supporter. He supported me in every step of the way, and I truly, truly appreciate that. Vilma, as you heard, is also very devoted aunt, and showered her nephews with boundless love and attention. She made countless sacrifices to ensure that they have everything that they needed, always putting their happiness and well-being above her own. Her nephews adored her, and she played a key role in shaping their lives with her kindness and with her wisdom. Ang suporta ni Vilma ay palagi kong maaasahan. Kahit na ako'y humarap sa isang hamon o nagdiriwang ako sa isang tagumpay, siya ay naroon para sa akin. Nagbibigay ng walang sawang encouragement. Ang kanyang lakas at tatagana ay naging inspirasyon din para sa akin as I pursue my own dreams. She is a source of encouragement. Habang pong inaalala natin si Vilma ngayong araw na ito, ipagdiwang din po natin ang kamangha-manghang tao na siya. Isang pagmahal na anak at kapatid, isang tapat na tiyahin, isang mahal na kaibigan, at isang dedicated na volunteer sa ating parish community. Ang kanyang pamana na pagmamahal, kabaitan, at ang kanyang selfless na attitude ay mananatili sa ating puso magpakailanman. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat sa pagdating niyo today upang parangalan ang alaala ni Vilma. Ipagpatuloy natin ang pagmamahal at liwanag na kanyang dinala sa ating buhay at patuloy na suportahan ang isa't isa tulad ng kanyang ninanais. Bago po tayo salo-salo, in closing po, I just before magtutulog po tayo, I just wanted to extend a special and heartfelt thank you to Nigel and Nessa and your family for your tita in our absence, your tireless efforts in tending to her needs and navigating everything during such a difficult time did not go unnoticed. We wouldn't be at this point today able to honor your tita this way without your immense efforts and your sacrifices. I know you have a very young family, so I understand that it's not easy to do. But from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much. I also want to express my deepest gratitude to some very special people, to Ronnie and the Makabadbad family. Are they here today? They're not? Well, I'd like to thank them for their constant and unwavering support. Ronnie, you helped Vilma and our family in more ways that we can count. You drove Vilma to her countless appointments, tirelessly go to Mercury Drug to buy her medication, and always kept a watchful eye on her, ensuring that everything was going well. In my absence, you truly stepped in as an older brother to Vilma, and for that, my heart overflows with thanks to you. It's incredibly difficult when you're so far away, knowing a beloved family member is fighting the battle of her life. But knowing that Ronnie is just right next door, ready to do everything in his power to help, gave me and my family an immense measure of peace. For all of that, we are and forever will be truly grateful to you and to your family. Thank you, Ronnie, and to all your family for everything you've done for Vilma during his long battle with cancer. I also want to extend my heartfelt thanks to Abong and the Remigio family. Your constant presence and your unwavering support meant the world to us. You offered your time and effort so selflessly, not just during Vilma's hour of need, but also during Nanay's journey and passing. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, kayong magkakapatid, at sa inyong mga napakabait na asawa who's always supporting you and helping you sa lahat ng bagay. Having you around helped my family and myself face this immense challenge. In a matter of 4.5 months, we lost Nanay, and now we lost Vilma. We truly felt that because of your presence, we are not alone in this battle. For everything you've done for both Nanay and Vilma, we will be forever grateful and thank you and thankful to you. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga ibinigay ninyong pagmamahal at pagsuporta sa amin. Gusto ko rin ipahayag ang aking malalim na pasasalamat kay Jane. Jane, nandun ka talaga sa tabi nila Nanay at ni Vilma sa pinakamadilim na oras ng kanilang laban. Alam namin hindi madali ang mag-alaga ng isang matanda at isang may malalang karamdaman. Pero nandun ka, kapit kamay hanggang sa huling hininga. Ang presence mo ay talagang nagdulot ng malaking ginhawa, hindi lang kila Nanay at kay Vilma, kundi sa lahat, sa buong pamilya namin. Itatago ko ang pasasalamat na yan habang buhay. Jane, maraming salamat sa iyo. At I can't express how grateful we are na nandun ka sa oras na wala kami. Finally po, to everyone else here today, to all friends, our family, our extended family, and parish community member, your support, your prayers, and your constant encouragement during Vilma's long battle made an immeasurable difference. We felt your love, and it truly helped us get through it. And from the bottom of our hearts, maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
First time po kayong namin sa ngalan po ng Parish Pastoral Council. Ako po si Brother Val Canilao na naging kasama po ni Ate B sa aming mission dito sa parokya. Si Ate B po ay isa ng haligi dito sa parokya dahil noong 1992 po nag-start kami sa NIP program. Si Ate B po ay kasama na namin dyan sa pagbuo ng mga programa. Noong nagkaroon po ng mga palit-palitan, si Ate Vilma po ay naging isa rin presidente ng Parish Pastoral Council. Si Ate B po ay masasabi namin talagang dedicated sa kanyang mission, sa kanyang commitment sa paglilingkod dito sa ating parokya. Alam na ni Ate Cora yung Ignatora. Si Ate B po kasi ay naging miyembro din ng worship committee. Sa Westifam po, siya po ang nag-handle ng worship na kung saan lector and commentator po yung kanyang hawak. Kaya kami po ay nakikisa sa inyong kalungkutan dahil masasabi po namin na nauubos na yata yung aming inspirasyon sa Zone 1. Napakarami na po namin mga inspirasyon dyan mula kay Nanay Fernandez, kay Nanay Paco, kay Nanay Progosto, kay Kuya Raul de Leon. Marami pa po talagang iniwan na kami sa ere. Pero alam niyo po, malakas po ang loob namin dahil nawala man sila, naman sila kay Lord, at sila naman nagpre-pray sa amin para ipagpatuloy namin ang vision na iniwan dito po sa akin. Kaya po yung sineshare nyo kanina, totoo po yun na talagang yung dedikasyon niya. Isang beses po, ang lay minister ay dumalaw kay Ate B. Yung po yung visitation and pray over. When pray over po namin si Ate B, nandyan si Mami, nabigla po kami. Si Mami pa ang nauna. Pero ganun po talaga yung pagmamahal. Sabi siguro ni Mami, "Oy Vilma, wala ka nang kasama dyan, sumama ka na dito sa akin." Pero po, ito lang, kaalis lang ni Nanay, sumunod na siya, TV. Yung po yung pagmamahala ng mother and daughter. Ayaw ni Nanay na nahihirapan sa TV. Kasi nga po, nag-iisa na lang siya dyan. Kaya nung namin siyang ipagdasal, talagang gusto pa niya sana na siya ay mabuhay pa dahil nandiyan si Nanay. Eh nung wala si Nanay, siguro sabi niya, "Nay, pwede bang sumunod sa iyo?" Kaya magkasama na sila sa heaven. At masisigurado naman po namin dito sa aming mga kasamang lay minister na siya ay siguradong makakasama ni Lord. Dahil every Sunday po ay hinahatiran niya ng pagkakas. Kapag sagot ko ni Ate V na Amen sa katawan at dugo ni Kristo, natitiyak po namin na nananaritay sa kanyang mga ugat ang blood ng ating Panginoon. Kaya hindi rin siya pinahirapan ni Lord. Experience po namin yon mga nanay ko si WL. Lahat ng mga inaalagaan po namin ay umaalis ng hindi nahihirapan, hindi na sila pinapahirapan ni Lord. Kami po, 92, since 1992 po, ako ay naging lay minister na kasama ko na nga si Ate B, lahat ng alam plano ginawa namin dito, kaya siya po ay mawala. Mahirap na tanggapin na ang isang nagdarasal sa amin ay isa na rin yung isa. Pero sabi nga, kung meron dito sa baba na nagdarasal sa kanya, pagdating naman niya dun sa heaven, siya naman magdadasal. Kaya po yun po yung magiging nung sa ating puso, sa ating isip, tanggapin na po natin ang kanyang paglisan. Dahil mahal na mahal din po niya tayo. At ayaw niya rin yan na tayong mahirap. So, sa bumubuo po ng Parish Pastoral Council, sa bumubuo po ng Greeters and Collectors, sa bumubuo po ng mga Mother Butler at lahat ng grupo, Lector and Commentator, kami po ay nakikisa sa inyong panupuntan. At bilang po naging isang kasama ko sa Parish Pastoral Council, natitiyak po kayo ay sasama pa rin namin sa Magandang hapon po. Maraming salamat. Pinagbigyan po ako makapagsabi.